I see pepper in your hand. You're not pre-mixing your rub.
Yeah, so we don't pre-mix it because I noticed it was hard to keep track of how much salt we were getting on the briskets.
Okay.
And it was getting too spotty. Like we would have some briskets that have a good coverage and some that would have not as much, you know, so we made this switch a long time ago.
Now you got pepper in your hand.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be putting pepper on first, which
Yep.
I usually put salt on first when I do them separately. So I assume you're Mr. Experiment.
Yeah.
So I assume you tried salt first and
pepper
pepper
first, but the pepper doesn't stick if there's too much salt on there. So if we do pepper first, the pepper will stick, and then salt sticks to anything. So
okay. And no problem with salt penetration getting through the pepper. That's just fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bottoms aren't crazy important. I mean, we put a decent amount on there, so you'll see it.
No, I see we're getting the sides there.
Yeah, I prefer it. I've noticed I like it. I can tell when there's no pepper on the sides. I won't heavily salt the sides.
Okay.
Like I won't go through and pick up every single one and make sure the salt is on the sides, but I try to do that with the pepper.
All right, so salt is a religion.
Yeah.
Which kosher salt are we using?
Diamond Crystal.
Diamond Crystal,
yeah.
Okay. So if you had to guess, is there a quantity guideline here, like with Morton's? I tell people a teaspoon per pound. You're probably using a little bit less than that here, or if people are going to try to recreate this, pay close attention to the footage that we're getting, because it's really a visual thing for you.
Yeah, it's really a visual thing.
Yeah.
But I would say we try to go for like a 2 parts pepper to 1 part salt. So like when we make our burgers, that's what we'll do. And we'll just put the salt and pepper in a bucket, and then we'll just put the burgers in there. Kind of like a similar salt level with that as we do with this. And that's by volume, not by weight.
Not by weight. Okay.
So same philosophy here. I try to get most of it covered in 1 or 2 passes, just so I'm not like going all over the place with it, and it doesn't get kind of spotty.
But you got a little bit heavier coat here.
So this is Fiesta Seasonal. I like the flavors of it. I feel like it's got a little bit more of like a Mexican spice undertone to it. So I think it complements the meat well, you know. But we go pretty heavy.
Oh, you do?
With this.
You know, I notice as good at this as you are and as efficient as you are taking your time, making sure that each brisket is exactly right. Like, you're not rushing through, even though you've got a table full of briskets and the sun's coming up and you got to get them on.
I care more about the quality of it than I do paying somebody an extra hour or an extra couple hours to make sure that the job gets done right.